What's shaking?
What up?
All right, we'll wait for some folks to drop in here before we start lighting the fires and stirring the pudding. How's that? Good times. You'll have to forgive me because I haven't been up on the. Go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, my bad. I was double feeding my mic.
Oh,
Fuck. I haven't been keeping up with stuff this week because there's some other stuff going on, but my wife brought the stuff to my attention about Zelensky and Pelosi. I said, ooh, we'll go ahead and talk about that tonight. And I also want to hit on taxes, the American dream.
right.
Because I got to thinking about that today, and that just pissed me off too. So I said, you know what? I think we'll run with that, and we'll just tell people how it is and our operations. Real fast, let's get the boilerplate shit out of the way. So the Hot Pocket eating brown shirts will not spill any latte this evening. Getting all excited for nothing. Anything we say on this live is for entertainment purposes only. I don't have crayons, so I can't write it out for you clearer. Everything we say here is for entertainment purposes only. We're not trying to incite any violence or anti-government anything. We're just voicing our opinions, shooting the shit. If you don't agree with it, fucking leave. If you do, stick around. You might get a laugh. Beyond that, Saxman, you got anything you'd like to add to the boilerplate shit for the show?
Nah, that's it. That's it.
All right. Good deal. All right. Well, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about, how much money have we given to Ukraine thus far since all kicked off 2 years ago?
I don't have an exact number. I could probably look it up, but
let's see if I'm just curious because now. I mean, let's see. What I find funny is you're throwing all this money at this pissant little dictatorship. It's not a fucking democracy, or republic or whatever. It's a little dictatorship with Dick Piano in charge. And I've seen so much shit that just blows my mind. If this place is all war torn and everything else, how does this little sawed off motherfucker able to travel everywhere? I mean, if it was my country and I was under siege, I wouldn't be hopping on a fucking G5 to go beg for shit.
Exactly. I mean, out of a war zone.
Right. I mean,
yeah, you can look online at the war zone. Those are quotes. Of them enjoying the nightlife and shit like that down
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm looking at USA Facts.
I am too. And
okay.
Funny how it went to the same place, right?
Right.
It's saying $113.4 billion has gone to these crooked, potato-eating motherfuckers. All right? Now, to me, that seems low. It seems like we've given these fuckers a lot more than that, but maybe this is funding and not all the fucking hardware we've shipped over there, munitions and all that shit. This is cash. This is your grandkids' fucking taxes. Because those crooked fucks in Washington, they can't pass a budget.
No.
So, that being said, you've got this much money shelled out to a fucking defunct state. The only thing I can figure is I got a couple angles here, and you can pipe in and tell me what you think. You think I'm wrong on this. There's only a couple of reasons why a country would dump this kind of change into a shitbag country like Ukraine. Because it's not about the people and it's not about their way of life. So let's get that bullshit off the table. I don't want that smoke going up my ass. Ain't gonna work. All right. A, military industrial complex. We all know that motherfucker never sleeps. And we all know that all those crooked ass shitbag politicians get a check.
Yeah.
All right. B, the next thing would be we've got some shit there that probably, if it ever got captured by the Russians and leaked to the rest of the world, the fuckery we're involved in, or the West per se, that's going to make some hard questions have to be answered, i.e. weapons development, bioweapons. You know, again, I'm speculating. Or C, this is a vehicle to protect a place where crooked politicians and states launder money.
Right.
I mean, we already know that there's a lot of crooked shit that goes on here. I mean, the current squatter in the fucking White House, he's on tape making statements to fuckers in the Ukraine about, you know, you're going to do this or I'm going to do this to you.
Oh, yeah.
So, and that was when he was vice squatter. So we already know that there's some fuckery afoot in this country. And it seems ironic to me that when Russia, quote unquote, invaded what used to be theirs anyways, you know, it wasn't because Ukraine went and did something to them per se. It was because, you know, they tried to spin it like, you know, this is Putin wanting to reunite the Soviet Union. Well, maybe it is, but there was also agreements made with the Soviet Union when Ukraine got its fucking sovereignty, things weren't going to happen. And they shit all over that.
Yeah.
With the assistance of the United States. Am I incorrect in that, Saxman?
No. Yeah, I mean, the the Russians wanted a specific set of things, basically, you know, a port, stuff like that, which is why you had, you know, stuff kicking off in the early 2000s about the Balkans and stuff like that.
Yep.
And we reported it as, you know, Russia went down there and just invaded and killed and raped and pillaged everything in sight. You know, and what it was going in and saying, hey, we already had a deal. Y'all reneged on the deal. We're taking what's ours, which was a port.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same way, exactly the same way with Ukraine. You know, they are a tiny, you know, relatively small country over there that has no U.S. interest other than a buffer zone with Russia and NATO countries. But they, again, had, you know, done deals with the Russians and reneged on them and figured, oh, well, we'll just get everybody else to help us out. And I mean, you know, you see the same thing going on. It's a lot of it is, I mean, it's basically taken our current regime's spin tactics and using it on us. Our corporate media is complicit in it.
Yep.
Our government is complicit in it. Like you said, I mean, yeah, there's stuff on, you know, I say on tape, online that you can actually go look up that has, you know, the potato in chief, you know, when he was vice potato, you know, basically, and I can't remember the word for it, but, you know, it's a quid pro quo type of deal where you better, you know, fire this guy.
It was basically extortion.
Yeah, it's extortion. That's right. But yeah, you better fire this guy or this is what's going to happen. All this money is going to go away.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah, I mean it's an awesome money laundering scheme when you have everybody, when you can generate that much sympathy. I mean,
Well, I mean, apparently it's not just the U.S. that's involved in the fuckery because the entire European Union is scrambling to help these fucktards. Of course, they're not giving anything in the assistance like we are. But everything we've sent to the Ukraine, they've either turned around and fucking sold on the black market or they've gotten fucking blown up because it's a bunch of fucktards.
right.
You send them armor, they get fucking blown up or they sell it. You send them hardware, they fucking either get blown up or sell it. I mean, your signs are there,
Yeah.
okay? You can't keep throwing money at a defunct regime and it wins. There's no way. The only way Ukraine wins, God forbid, do you know what that is?
Oh, yeah. Boots on the U.S. boots on the ground.
U.S. and European boots on the ground in Ukraine. That is the only thing is going to save that shit in that country. That's it. And none of our fucking people, I can't speak for the Europeans, but I would hope they feel the same way, need to fucking be there.
Yeah.
Zelensky fucking did this, and he did it probably because behind the scenes somebody was goading him to do it, or not goading him, but enticing him to make changes. We got your back. Go ahead. Dick Piano, you go ahead and stand up to Putin. We got your back. We'll hook you up.
Right.
And so, now, again, that's speculation. I don't fucking know. I don't hang out with the motherfucker. Don't want to. But I'm just saying. The shit's there, guys. All you got to do is wake the fuck up and do something other than drool and scratch your ass and put two and two together. There's fuckery afoot right there. And it gets better. You know, we were talking about this earlier. We just sent this fucktard more money. And the bad thing is when these fucking crooked ass politicians pass anything, it's never cut and dry. They've got to roll shit into stuff so they can get their fucking way because nobody holds them accountable.
Right.
This is why these motherfuckers shouldn't vote on it. If they come up with some crooked, half-baked motherfucking plan, it ought to go before the people, not them. They're there to represent us. Okay? Not the other fucking way around where we're their little fucking minions. What's up, Highlander? How's it going, brother? So, that being said, when they start coming up with all these fucking grandiose plans to get us locked into a fucking conflict or anything else, as I've said each and every motherfucking time in the past, put your fucking people, your relatives, your friends, your loved ones, put them kicking fucking doors, and we'll be right behind you, motherfucker, because you'll never fucking do it.
Yeah.
You'll never do it because you're a bunch of fucking sociopathic fucking cowards. Every fucking one of you. Prove me wrong.
No, you're totally right. I mean, we are literally serfs. We are beholden to the government.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, I was talking to my son earlier today, at supper time, basically saying that, we haven't taught the Constitution in its entirety. We haven't taught the Bill of Rights. We haven't taught the Federalist Papers. And we haven't taught kids in high school and middle school, and obviously in college, that the Constitution is there to limit the rights or to limit the powers of government, not the other way around.
Yep.
And the government has instilled this notion in everybody that the Constitution is there so the government has rights.
Mm-hmm.
And which is, sorry, I'm pissed and words are hard. But, like I said, now you've got, we used to, I don't know, back in the 80s, you'd hear folks joke about, from cradle to the grave, that's what the government wants, and that's what the government has now.
Yeah, for a lot of American people, you're absolutely right.
I mean, it is cradle to grave, gimme, 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 and I want free shit. And these people don't understand. Nothing's free. It is free for them because they're not paying for it.
But there's a price. There's a price for everything.
There's a price for everything, and anytime you got a hand out, there's a hand in your pocket or somebody else's pocket paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
And we are paying the price for that dearly.
Yep. Well, it amazes me. We already see that our society is changing, not for the better. I mean, it's just a classic example. They're wanting to go to digital. And all the younger generation, oh, yeah, let's do that. I don't like carrying cash. That's so old school. This, that, and other. And it's like, you dumb motherfucker. Do you understand what you're giving the fuck away? You're going to give the entire ability you have to support you, yourself, your family, your loved ones, your friends, whatever. You're going to give that ability away, and you're going to make it solely under the control of the fucking government.
Yeah, just ask any Venezuelan that had to endure the past 15 years down there, how that shit worked out for them.
Yeah. I mean, it just baffles me that people are fucking ignorant. And I mean, I can sit there and I can say, look, you need to look at the big picture here. This is a long game that they're fucking playing with you and your livelihood and your kids and grandkids' futures. All right. If you don't put the skids on this shit quick, you're gonna miss the bus.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have any option. Because once the money's digitized, everything goes digital. I don't know if it'll devalue the currency. I doubt it will, but what'll happen, no more of it's made. So eventually, like paper money, for instance, is going to taper off. And people fucking throw coins away like the retards.
Oh, yeah.
Which, again, baffles the fuck out of me. It's legal U.S. tender. Granted, Obama's Maximus and Bedshitter have done everything they possibly can to devalue our money because they don't give a fuck. But it's still U.S. legal tender. And for somebody to be so fucking negligent and careless to just throw the shit away because, I carry pennies or you know how many times I walk across a fucking parking lot and I can spend 5 minutes picking up change?
Yep.
They probably don't give a fuck.
Give you... Yeah, no. Right. But to give you an idea of just how much or how much your money's worth right now. So, got off of work, went to a large store that sells groceries and all sorts of shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Went in to buy meat for supper. Okay. 1 pound of meat that I bought. Just ground beef. Guess how much it was? This was like, so it was, when they stick the little clearance tag on it.
I'm going to say $8.
Pretty much right at it.
Was this at the land of Wally?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I haven't bought, I take that back. I haven't paid attention to meat prices lately because I haven't been to the grocery store. You know where I live.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about ready to start looking at some of these private farmers that you can buy like meat boxes from and whatnot.
Right.
I understand it may be a little bit more money, but number one, I know where the fucking meat's coming from. I know where it's been processed. It's not got a bunch of shit added to it. It's like when you buy meat at an Amish. So, you know, it doesn't have any preservatives in it. That's why the shit's wrapped the way it is and processed the way it is. It ain't got all the fucking steroids and everything else. So it's better for you. The animals aren't fucking mongoloids or some shit. That particular breed. I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Right. Walks out into the pasture.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So, you know, you got to buy. Yeah, Jay's got a good point too. I mean, and you know, now you got to contend with fucking lab meat and shit like that. Shit that's fucking made in a petri dish. I ain't eating nothing made in a petri dish if I fucking am aware of it.
Right.
And I'm not going to eat nothing fucking cricket powder in it either. If I can find it on a fucking label, yeah. T ain't fucking with it.
Right.
So, you know, that's just another level of fuckery we got to deal with. And it's all, I saw a meme the other day, and it was for a box of cream of wheat, like with strawberries or some shit in it.
Ooh, yum.
It had the box for the U.S., and the fucking label with all the shit in it, and had a box for the UK with a label with all the shit in it. Our fucking label with ingredients was almost 4 times as long as the one for England.
Right.
Because we add so much fucking shit to our food.
Well, and then you wonder why. What was that? I actually heard a statistic the other day from a nutritionist because they were talking about this very thing. You know, you were talking about back in the 1950, from 1930 to 1960, the U.S. population had the percentage of obesity in the U.S. was like 4%. Okay. Since the 1950s to now, you're looking at 43%.
This right here fucking help create that.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Technology.
But yeah, technology and all this shit.
Everybody got fucking lazy. I mean, dude. When you were a kid, you drank out of a fucking water hose. You ran around fucking barefoot. You swam in a fucking creek. I mean, everything you did, well, you were just kids. You get on your bike and ride for fucking hours. They wouldn't see your ass in the house till it was dark.
Right.
And if you wanted McDonald's or Burger King or Dairy Queen or Whataburger or wherever the fuck you were at, you were going to get it. And you didn't have to worry about growing a third eye or getting fucking cancer or anything else because they know all the shit in it.
Pink slime.
So you compare that to now, okay? Think about this. When you were in school, you know, you went from elementary. Some people have middle, some just went to high, depending on how the education system set up where you're at. Where I was at, it was elementary to high school. Okay? You went K through 7, and then you went 8 through 12. Kids would start getting hair, like hair on their arms, or or start
7th grade.
Well, it's usually just 7. You know, the boys start noticing the girls, girls start noticing the boys. And then, thank you for correcting me, Jay. So, then, by the time you get to high school, okay, now everybody's getting their makeup, wearing, you know, halter tops, skirts, whatever, you know. Oh, yeah. They start looking like young women and young men, all right?
Right.
But now you jump forward, say 20 years with all the fucking hormones and fucking steroids put in the food and all the preservatives and shit. You got kids entering puberty at an earlier age. they're developing too soon. I mean, just saying.
They're making the frogs gay.
Well, and
But no, I know what you're saying.
okay,
Yeah, exactly.
Now that you bring that up, let's go ahead and jump down that fucking rabbit hole. When your ass was running across the yard, riding your bicycle, wherever the fuck, go get you a damn, glass bottle of Coca-Cola and a fucking Mars bar, or whatever the hell it is you wanted.
Right.
Did any of you or your friends, were you not clear what your plumbing was?
Yeah, we were pretty clear.
Because I know I wasn't fucking confused, and none of the people I hung out with were.
Right.
And if we knew anybody that was fucking confused, we usually looked at them like, did you fall on your head as a baby?
Right.
So you look at how society was then. We were more rough and tumble, did our thing, have fun. We were just,
Normal.
America was great, right?
Right.
You go 20 years in the future and look how fucked up it became. And it's just gotten more fucked up since then. I mean, you look at how things were in the 70s, early 80s, okay? Hell, even the late 80s. And you jump 30 fucking years and it's like, what happened?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tell them, Jay. But I mean, I'm just saying, and we have degenerated as a society, and we've propped our government up in a position, all these crooked ass fucktards in D.C. in the swamp. We've elevated them to little dictators, and it's merely a formality that they get voted for.
Right.
I mean, we've done this to ourselves. We've been asleep at the fucking wheel, and now those chickens are coming home to roost.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, we basically compressed. Both parties are the same.
Mm-hmm.
One just takes you down that shit road a little faster than the other.
Yeah, absolutely.
But both parties are the same.
Yep.
Because we have not voted in either at the local, state, or federal level anybody that's actually got a pair of hairy balls that will go out there
That's offensive.
And do something.
Exactly. Well, nobody fears any accountability because they feel once they get in the door, they're guaranteed a salary for life. They don't have to do anything except basically.
They don't even have to show up to vote, dude.
No, they can just abstain or they not show up or be tied up with a hooker and some blow, and it's cool. And all they do is posture. They never really do anything.
I mean, if you think politics is real, if you think that constituents are smart, all you have to do is look at Sheila Jackson Lee, who gets voted in and voted in and voted in, and that woman is dumber than a sack of rocks. And it amazes me. Well, it used to amaze me that people would vote her in. Now it doesn't, because I understand that people are stupid. You used to be nice and tiptoe around and, kind of like, well, the electorate has some problems understanding stuff. But no, people are stupid.
Well, I mean, you just got to make sure that your constituents are dumb enough where they can be led. I mean, look at that dumb bitch, Mrs. Ed,
Oh, yeah.
Ocasio-Cortez, where the fuck her name is. She looks like the long-lost cousin of Mr. Ed. You could put that bitch in a field and hold her by her legs, I bet she could plow. Fucking teeth. She could give Stacey Abrams a run for her fucking money.
True.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not. Unfortunately.
I'm just saying, dude.
Yeah.
And these people, I don't know if they're just fucking brain damaged and they're actually that fucking ignorant, or they're just trying to cater to ignorant that are in their area. I don't understand how that got fucking elected.
Right. I mean, all you have to do is go on their respective like Instagram pages and watch your, read the stuff left by their constituency, and you will understand just how. I mean, what a bunch of fucking morons these people are.
Yeah.
But they're bought into it. It's like a cult.
It's like fake it till you make it,
Yeah.
basically. So, I mean, I know we kind of got off in the weeds on that, but it's just some of the people we got, the Talib chick, the one you just talked about, Mrs. Ed, and that bitch in Michigan, the one that her daughter was on one of the college campuses showing out. Come on. She's aware of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's not
she belongs in Zimbabwe somewhere.
It's not Talib. Is it Talib?
No. It's the one that's always wearing a thing on her head.
Yeah.
Talib's the one that flies the Palestinian flag in her office.
Oh. God, I don't know the trash bag chick.
Omar.
I mean, that's right.
So I guess, it just, for us to have people like it, I mean, granted, if you look at where they're elected from, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Because one of them, hold on one second.
I don't think I have school tomorrow. Mom, I was going to ask Mommy if I could spend the night.
Oh, that was funny. But yeah, anyway, like he was saying, yeah, these, you have up in Michigan, Wisconsin, and a lot of other these, blue cities, you have the Great Replacement going on. So I can kind of see where they're coming from, voting in these people, especially the ones like Omar and Talib and stuff like that have, their city has been overrun by either people from Mogadishu or, pick any camel country.
A PNCC, a pack.
Exactly.
I love it. We need to make that ours, get copyright or some shit.
Right. But yeah, I mean, the great replacement that's happening doesn't help. Because basically they can either mule or, drive people out to vote. They don't even know what the hell they're voting for, other than the fact that they're the same color and they speak the same language.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Probably can't speak fucking English.
No, I mean, hell, my neighbors can't speak English, so.
Yeah, but okay. I get what you're saying. I truly do, and you know my situation, who I work with.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. I'd rather work with some of them in certain circumstances than some of the other folks I've worked with in the past, or you can fill in the blanks.
Right.
Because it's one thing to be a person. Yeah, maybe you're not assimilating in here. You're here to work a job, sending money home, whatever. But see, here's the key point to that. You're here to fucking work. Not run dope, not run hose, not steal shit. You're here to work. Think about that. Our own fucking kids don't want to do that. I'm not saying everybody's, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
This latest generation, it's like the old saying, you just got to throw a pair of work boots in the middle of them, the fuckers will scatter like cockroaches.
Yeah.
I mean, BLM's a classic example. I was watching, going back to what you're talking about them having people, voting and don't know what the fuck they're voting for. They were interviewing. Yeah, you need to hit me with that. They were interviewing some people protesting one of the colleges, a couple girls, and the one girl was asking the other one, "Why are we here? What are we protesting?"
I heard that.
It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you motherfuckers just get off a BLM bus?
I don't know why we're protesting something.
And I'm going, this just shows how fucking ignorant this generation is. And these are the ones that are going to be running the fucking country if there's one left in 20 years, if that.
Oh, yeah.
We have so screwed the fucking pooch on this.
And what kills me is, back in the 60s and a little bit into the 70s, you had the hippies and the hippie protests and shit like that.
Yep.
And a lot of those kids grew up and, once they actually had to get a job, they turned in, a lot of them turned into, if not conservative, normal people, that could actually use their brains for something. But yeah, this current college generation and hell, some of the high school kids, I mean, my, my son and I were listening to Matt Walsh this morning, and it was like it finally clicked on him on his way to school, and he's like, I see where y'all are coming from now with your angst and anger for this generation. I said,
we got angst, we're just pissed.
Oh yeah. But I mean, he's like, I finally get it. After listening to these people for 2 years on this show, I finally get why you're so pissed off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. I mean, it tears me up inside to leave you this.
Yeah.
This is what you get to contend with.
Yep.
Because you can't fix this in one generation. You and people that are like-minded like yourself are the ones, unless there's a great reset, are the ones that are going to have to fix this.
Yeah. There's going to have to be some hard decisions made. Now, brown shirts, I would like you to rewind to the beginning of this show and remember my boilerplate statement. Don't be losing your fucking mind. We're not telling anybody to go out and do any shit against the government or violence or anything else.
No, that's just pulling the plug and plugging it back in.
That's it. Kind of like when your TV, your computer locks up, gets fucked up. Think of when the hard drive freezes. It's kind of like when Congress meets. Same difference. You just unplug the bitch and plug it back in, and everything kind of runs smooth after that. That's what we mean.
Have you tried plugging it back in and plugging it back in? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same thing.
Going back to our original bitch about the Ukraine fuckery. We just sent that last batch of money to him. I forget how many billions of dollars it was for him to get hookers blow, sell Emerald and Abrams to China, whatever the fuck he was doing. And he's got the audacity to say he needs more. It's not enough. So now, just so we're clear, this is actual fucking news. I'm not pulling this out of my ass. All right? Look it the fuck up if you don't believe me. It specifically says he wants 10 more years of funding from the U.S. Bedshitter is trying to figure out a way to work it out where there's a way to put it in policy or something where it's guaranteed for 10 years and the incoming president can't remove it. How's that for some fuckery?
Right.
Why are we giving Dick Piano any more fucking money? He's a fucktard. His country's full of little fucktards. If his country was as fucked up as it is they want you to believe where's all the war footage we were getting sent to us non-fucking stop when it kicked off.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't seen nothing. Have you seen anybody on, I haven't heard nothing about anything in bomb or anything else. You know why? Because there's nothing to fucking show. Not where it matters. Where's all the fucking war correspondence?
Yeah, you would think if it justified sending 100 and what? Oh, I have to go back now and check. But let's see. Sorry. Anyway,
You know what I'm
20, yeah, billions of dollars over there, then 113.4. Sorry, my bad. If it justified sending that much, and apparently, that country is in that much turmoil, then why not show it on, all the major news networks all the time at night?
Yeah, but I'll go a step further than that. Okay. If his little pissant country is that browbeaten and down and this, that, and other, money's not going to fix the problem. You can't buy a fucking war, not against a superpower.
Nope.
The only thing you can do is have the boots, the bodies, and the fucking hardware to win it. He don't have any of that. Money ain't going to do it. You see what I'm saying? The whole basis of this makes no sense. You can't, if you're in the middle of a war, and maybe I don't know my history, and that's cool. Call me out if I don't. But let's go back to the Vietnam War, for instance. Were we sending them fucking money? No. We were sending fucking hardware and soldiers and training them, right?
Right.
And then we had boots on the ground fighting their fucking war, which is actually considered a police action. And we gave the fucking war away because that was the beginning of America doing dumb shit.
But yeah, you're right. You can't just put money in somebody's pocket and win a war.
No.
So where if you put money in somebody's pocket over there, who in the hell are they going to buy? Where what are you buying with it? What are you going to buy? Is because everybody's sending them stuff. Okay. In the bills themselves, there is no payback time. It's an indefinite. It's not even, they were I've heard people compare this to like Lend-Lease, where we said, okay, once the war is over, then boom, time starts. Like back during World War II. Yeah.
That's why. We got fucking not Social Security. We got fucking income tax to prove that.
Yeah. So, nothing is as permanent as a temporary tax or a temporary program set up by the government. Mm-hmm. But so there is no definite hard date as to when it has to be paid back. That right there would be a no starter, Yeah. It just, what? I tell you what, all of these other countries, Germany, France, that are so worried about, the Russians encroaching on Ukraine and NATO countries, once they start putting boots on the ground, then no, I still wouldn't do it. That's their fight. That's their fight.
Here's my thing. I don't think. Let me reiterate this. I'm not pro-Russia, all right, by any means. But Russia has as much of a right to protect their sovereignty, especially after they got butt fucked on an agreement that they had with NATO and the Ukraine, as we did.
Absolutely.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. If you go to somebody and you say, look, if you let us do X, Y, Z, we'll agree to put this accord in place and we'll follow this agreement. Okay, cool. That works out for everybody. It gives them their fucking sovereignty. it gets a thorn out of my side. I don't have to commit resources to fucking stomp a bloody hole in their ass. I don't end up a third world war with you fucktards. That's cool. Well, 10, 15 years down the road, oh yeah, but I'm sorry I wiped my ass with that Accord. We're not going to pay attention to it anymore. And you're sitting there saying, well, wait a minute. That wasn't the agreement.
Yeah.
Well, my thinking is this. I think that there's a lot of people in these European countries and here in the States that they utilize Ukraine's seedier abilities to their own ends. And if Russia takes Ukraine back, they lose that ability.
Right.
Hey, you can put in there whatever you want to believe or think, or you can research it yourself. I'm not going to put words in your mouth. But Ukraine is not innocent by any means. It's not a fucking democracy, as people want to call it.
Yeah.
And we're not a democracy either, for all you fucktards. I had to have a conversation with somebody older than me the other day. We're a democracy. No, we're not. We're a fucking
Constitutional Republic.
Constitutional republic, Elroy. Nowhere in any of our founding documents does it say we're a democracy. Our fucking forefathers hated the concept of democracy. If you don't believe me, go fucking read it.
It's democracy is mob rule, basically.
Exactly. Another thing I wanted to catch while I'm still hot on the heels, our favorite vodka pickled bitch on the left coast has started trying to use abortion as the platform to get votes. Because let's face it, there's dumbasses out there. What's up, Jay?
Hey.
Yeah,
sorry. I mean, I couldn't type fast enough.
That's fine. You're always welcome to join. You know that.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much time we had left, and I was trying to figure it out, and I thought, well, forget it. I'll just jump in here.
That's fine.
Man, I'll tell you what. Just to cut back in on the Putin thing here real quick. I mean, I'll say it. I don't think Putin is. I don't want to say he's 100% the bad guy here. I mean, for one, okay, and this is why. This is why, and it'll go back to what Saxman always says. Who told us Putin is a bad guy? The government.
Mm-hmm.
Who else says Putin is a bad guy? The media.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we don't trust?
He's right.
The media and the administration.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they tell us who all these bad people are. I mean, really? I mean, okay, let's put them side by side. I mean, who would you vote for, Putin or Biden? I mean, I'm gonna have to scratch my head on that one. I mean,
both of them are old commies, so.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. I mean, not that I 100% like Putin. I mean, I'm probably.
I guess the bigger question is which one of them has balls that they can find and actually is trying to strengthen their own country.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I mean that answers the equation right there.
I mean, really, Russia's actually kind of doing better than we are.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
but again, we put ourselves where we are. We the people allowed these fucking freaking ass sociopaths in DC to put us exactly where we are now.
Yep.
About it. And it's not something that Trump can fix in a term. And if you think he can, you're delusional too. You need to go back to your doctor and get some better meds.
Yeah.
Now,
the other ones ain't working.
I'm not trying to say Trump won't try to undo it, but You got to understand, you've got a man who doesn't play by their rules. And Trump's not perfect either.
No.
But he by far is the best choice we got right now. And
Yeah.
if he gets in there, he's got to fight his own fucking party on top of all the fucking sociopathic Democrats.
And what kills me, if you're going to start talking about Trump, is the fact that it's amazing to see how bad they want this guy in prison.
Mhm.
Now, they didn't do this to Bush, senior or junior. I mean, shit, W was, I mean, we liked him because he came from, he was a local, but the guy was an idiot. I mean, not an idiot. Well, yeah, I guess in some ways he was.
Yeah.
He was a good businessman ish, but the guy was an idiot, and he did a lot of.
Well, he is from Texas, so
Yeah, and that makes him awesome. But in some ways, but really, I mean, he's his whole family is a bunch of fucking Northerners, so that right there should tell you something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the fact that you have a whole regime now that's in power that wants to persecute political opponents. They're in. Don't trust your government.
yeah. I mean, I'm so a side by side comparison. They say Putin always eliminates his competition. Okay, what are we seeing now?
The same thing here. I mean,
Yeah.
and what's doing to Trump? I mean, they've got proof of collusion
Yeah,
of all the different parties with DOJ, which that's totally against the rules. I mean,
they bash Putin because Russia's a socialist country. What are they trying to make our country?
well, is Russia really a socialist country, or are they just different?
Yeah. Hey, if you listen to the media and the government,
Well, it is.
I mean-
what it is. I don't. You can't believe the media and the government because they're all part of the problem.
yeah, media isn't just nothing more than just government.
Propaganda.
Yeah, propagandists. Yeah,
It's Pravda 2.0, and this is the job of media, and both of you can attest to this. The whole job of the media back in the day was to hold the government accountable, and that shit's out the window. It's like they went and they recruited all the reporters from fucking Berkeley. I mean, none of them.
No, there are no real journalists anymore. There's
No,
a lot of
they're-
people that do commentary.
Yeah,
you know,
None of them are fair journalists. None.
but there are no
No.
journalists anymore.
no, not when they'll show a video, and then someone will start talking in there, and then they'll pause it or mute it and go, okay, what this guy is saying is,
Yeah.
how about shut the hell up and let us listen to what the guy's saying?
They can't spin it then.
Exactly.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most voters are idiots anyway. I mean, they can't understand stuff like that. So we gotta have somebody interpret for us.
Exactly.
So brown shirts. I know you can't see this. I'm showing you one of my fingers.
Oh, they can see it. They just can't see it on here.
Oh yeah.
We've all got fucking drones flying over our house. If we didn't, we weren't doing our job.
Yeah.
But going back to what I was talking about right before you came on, Jay, Pelosi's trying to use abortion as the platform to get dumbfuck reelected because they have nothing else to run on. They can't use the fucking economy because it's a flaming shithole. They can't use anything. He has no accomplishments unless you got pink hair and can't figure out what your fucking plumbing is, or you're Ukrainian here illegally. He's not really done anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually, at this point, I'm more pissed off at Mike Johnson right now.
yeah, Mike Johnson sold us down the river. He's as bad as that fucker they had in his place before him.
Yeah, that was a lateral move.
Yeah, they need to run his ass the fuck out of there
Yeah.
because he's not doing the job.
But
He sold us out again.
Yeah, again.
Where's all the border money? I mean,
I don't know if y'all saw the headline earlier, but there was one where it's, saying that Democrats would help Johnson stay in his role. Now, anytime that you have, and I know we've said it before, both parties are the same, which they really are. But anytime you have anybody with a D after their name supporting another Republican, shit ain't right.
No. That water needs to be run through a filter 3 times. So you're absolutely right. Before we get off here, I'm going to share my epiphany. It's not really epiphany. All of you probably feel it too, but it just pissed me off. Every time I think about it, it pisses me off. Back in the day, we were all told to pursue the American dream, right?
Yeah.
And
it's pursuit. Yeah. You may never find it, but you're pursuing it.
Yeah, pursuit of happiness, get out there, make something of yourself.
Be a productive member of society.
Yep. Find you a woman, procreate, get you a home, live the American dream, right? Well, they've pretty much made that almost impossible for the honest working man or woman. Think about it. You come out of school to go to work, and you work all your life until you retire, provided you have a retirement you can afford to retire on. In the event that you're fortunate enough to land a spouse that, is worth the shit, and I'm saying this from either angle, whether you're a woman seeking a spouse or a man seeking a spouse, either or. There's fucktards on both sides of that analogy. But if you're fortunate enough to find somebody and able to have a family, and then you finally get a house, you never truly own anything.
Nope.
You're running in the fucking hamster wheel. That's all you're doing. You're living a lie. I know this sucks. I know it gives a real fucked up perspective, but hear me out. You're taxed on the money you fucking earn. You're taxed on the money you fucking spend. You're taxed on the money that you fucking save. It's already been taxed because you earned it. Then, what you buy with said money, you're taxed on that. If it's hard assets, such as a car, a boat, a home, a mobile home, a fucking trailer, a hole in the fucking ground in the middle of nowhere. And it just keeps happening over and over and over. It's a vicious cycle. So you never truly own it. You may not have a note on it, but you have a note to the fucking government every fucking year. Help me to understand how A, that's not tyranny, and B, that's not taxation without representation.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that because it is taxation without representation. We fought a war over that.
Mm-hmm. And
So when's the last time we had a politician actually listen to us and do what we want?
Never. Not in my lifetime. Well, I'll take it back. I will say this, and those of you who don't like him, that's cool. I think Reagan was honest.
Yeah.
Reagan loved Reagan did a lot of good, You know,
He wasn't perfect, but I
he
think
wasn't perfect. No person is, no
Yeah.
politician is,
Well,
but he loved his country,
Mhm.
and that's the thing.
yeah. Well, what? Well, Reagan also he tore down the mental health system, which
True.
probably just needed revamped.
Right.
True.
And you know, he didn't do the Second Amendment any favors.
No, he didn't.
I mean, but like you said, the only perfect politician that I can probably think of, not in my lifetime.
Is a dead one?
Yeah, T, you probably remember it. It was George Washington.
Uh,
Got jokes. So,
and
And you know, even George, I mean, his big thing over, you know, the whole let's start a revolution was the fact that he got fucked over big time by the British in land grants and stuff like that he had bought, that they said no, maybe not. So yeah, that would turn that kind of turns you into a revolutionary, you know, when
Yeah.
when your government a couple thousand miles away says no,
Yeah.
you don't own it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just
Well,
to
like-
clarify, hold on. Just to clarify, when I said a dead politician, I'm referring to the politicians that are already deceased or founding fathers.
expired politicians.
Expired politicians. I'm not saying anybody to go out and commit any heinous crimes towards politicians. Just
Right.
making sure we get that out there, because I know there's a couple brown shirts that I wish they'd change the shorts on.
Entertainment purposes only. But-
Exactly.
So, like on the movie Patriot, you know, why would I trade one tyrant 3,000 miles away when I have 3,000 tyrants 1 mile away?
Mhm.
That's literally what we have right now.
You're right.
And,
You know.
and your rant on taxes kind of begs the question too: if they're representing us, why don't we get to vote on $112 billion going somewhere other than these United States?
Right.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
Explain
there's
that
not a
fucking
whole lot,
logic to me.
there's not a whole lot of bills that we do vote on. I mean, it's like school levies and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
local stuff. Oh, 5% tax on your local park system. You know, that's nothing really. I vote no anyway because you know what, we pay enough taxes.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, but you know, let's vote for the border wall. See what happens. Let's vote for money going to Ukraine. I just saw a video the other night. I don't remember if I shared it with you or not, T. About this dude's in his car, you know, trying to maintain. He looked like he just got out of college, ranting on how much his taxes are, ranting how much his paycheck is, and that he doesn't make, he only makes a little bit over minimum wage,
Mhm.
and he can't afford anything. And why the one at the end? Why are we sending money to other countries? And I think he mentioned Ukraine, or he hinted to it. I'm like, ooh, man, light bulb came on this dude. You
Yeah,
know,
that
Yeah.
first paycheck can make a conservative out of you real quick if you're actually looking at it.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, and I see videos of kids flipping out like that, going, I can't afford anything. I pay my car payment. I pay my rent. I pay my student loans, and I have nothing left.
Yep. Student loans on a degree that he can't get fucking employed with.
Yeah, I mean, don't get a degree in underwater basket weaving
And women's studies, yeah.
and gender studies. Yeah, you know. I'm sorry. If the first 2 students in class drown, maybe they should cancel the class.
True.
Oh shit!
So,
All right. Well, I think we made our point known tonight.
well, I mean, I make mine all the time. I mean, good,
There's
bad,
no-
or ugly. I know people don't like me, but hey, that's okay.
There's
I'm
a
not
reason
trying
why
to-
we call you Spoon. You are the spoon.
Yep, big spoon.
That's it.
3 o'clock.
Brother, I'm gonna let you have the floor for some parting shots of wisdom before we get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing I always say. Elections are coming up. Get active, do something. Be a part. Whether that's being a poll watcher, or go vote, physically vote.
Mm-hmm.
Carry always, not at a polling location. Throwing that out there in case there's like some misnomer that I'm saying carry your something or another to a polling location and protest, whatever. I'm not saying that. It's a sidebar thing. Keep training, go to the range, know how to use the thing. And yeah. Watch your 6. Stay away from universities.
There you go.
Or just don't camp out on a lawn.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. All right, Sax man, you got the floor, brother.
All right. Don't trust your government. But exactly like Jay said, vote early and vote often. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. I think Jay kind of he hit it.
There you go. Just to reiterate what Saxman and Jay both said, vote, do it in person, none of this mail order, online, whatever kind of fuckery they're trying to get you to do. Physically get your ass up off the sofa, cut off fucking Dancing with the Stars, and march your ass to the poll location. It'll be okay. Get it done. And pay attention to how shit is done while you're there. If you're in a long fucking line, talk to the people around you. You don't got to talk about politics. Just have a conversation with them.
Right.
See if they volunteer something. See if they say, I'm really hoping we get this under control, that under control. You might have an opportunity to make a segue and actually change somebody's view of something. But you're not going to do it if you don't get your ass up off the couch and carry your ass out there.
Right. Yeah, get out and go walk with some, meet up with some other dudes, like-minded people. Go walk, go get a pack, go ruck, get some exercise while you do it.
Yep.
But yeah. But you better vote because they will be bussing and mailing and doing everything that they can.
See, and here's the thing. This is what people need to do. And this just came to mind. I'm not going to say where it was. I'm not going to say what. It'll point out where I'm from. But what we need to do is, if we know elderly folks who can't drive, who usually do mail-in ballots, offer to take them to the polling location. If you know somebody, say, "Hey, I'm going to go vote. Why don't you just ride with me?"
Yep.
That you don't have, we'll go at this time or this time, when the line's not real long, and let's go physically vote this year. Talk to some people. Say, "Hey, let's all go carpool over to the place." It should be a paid holiday anyway. I mean, people should be able to get the day off just to go vote.
Mm-hmm. I agree completely.
All right, yeah, I can keep ranting all night. So,
I mean, the points you're making are great. It's actually a really good idea. I mean, I completely agree. If you've got people in the area that vote the same precinct as you, make it an outing. All of you go vote together.
yeah, go out and have lunch later.
Yeah, absolutely. If
Jell-O.
nothing else, it shows, it encourages more people to get out there and physically go to the polls.
Right.
And that's what you want.
And you'll get Jell-O and soft food.
Possibly.
Yes.
Possibly.
Tapioca.
I love tapioca.
You never know.
Mm-hmm. Tapioca.
But that being said, thank all of you for being here tonight. I hope we didn't bore you too much. I hope you had a good time. Maybe learn some stuff. Maybe we lit enough fire in your ass where you're going to start asking questions and being that thorn in the side to somebody else. That's the one thing I encourage all of you to do. Start asking hard questions when somebody gets up there running their fucking mouth.
Right.
Do it frequently and do it calmly. Because they can't stand it when you call them out on bullshit and they start losing their shit and you just keep that monotone approach.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
That was harsh.
Just damn.
Well, I mean, Vanguard. I mean, he's a poll washer. See, I'm just a poll watcher.
Oh, shit. That being said, again, thank you all for being here. We expect to be back Thursday evening. I'm sure there'll be a new brand of fuckery to go over. We'll wait and see. But thank all of you for being here. God bless and stay safe. Have a good evening. Good night, everyone.
Tapioca.
Poll washer.